Hey Tyrants, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Tyranny. We've just completed our first little combat tutorial in the starting area here, and we've been called to deal with a little situation on the side of the camp. Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. Oh my. Well, those guys are going quick. I'm gonna loot first. Let's see here. Broken fouts. Rusted sword. Oh. Junk items, basically. More skulls. Weapons and armor are strewn haphazardly around the cart. Every blade showed signs of rust, and every piece of armor is in need of repair. Seems very Scarlet Chorus. Ooh, fruit. And a head wrap. Weapons and armor are stacked with neat precision on this transport cart. Every spear is honed and oiled, ready for battle. Yeah, they made a bit of a deliberate contrast there, huh? Yeah, the Scarlet Chorus are kind of a... There's one of those things that sounds like a fun idea in fantasy, but I suspect in real life they would be horrifically ineffective as an army. Kairos ordered the original icon of the disfavored erased from memory. For over 100 years, the disfavored have kept the scratched-out iconography, wearing it with pride. The symbol of the Scarlet Chorus is smeared in blood on the tattered cloth tent. No effort has been made to repair the gaping tears. What's Reeves? Agate. What's up with you, Cosmo? You seem to be... What? Yeah, okay. You just straight up being a coward? Yeah, I mean... They might have shock value. Oh, we have a hostage situation. Alox Tyrol. Stow your weapons, or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Skewer him! Worry not for me, Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his bracers and cuirass. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? This blade? With a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastus' matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. I don't have enough athletics to do this. I guess I could promise him his life, but, what am I, a hero? You heard Drastus, let him die. This favorite did not like that, though. Yes, let's see Graven Ash protect him. The Blood Chanter smirks, making slicing gestures with her hand across her neck. Tyrol stashes the blade across Drastus' throat. Blood gushes out from the commander's neck, drowning out his final words. Tyrol points the bloody knife towards you. Death to Kairos! Death to the Archons! I know, right? The moment Drastus' body falls to the ground, the disfavored soldiers pounce forward, quickly reducing the Oathbreaker to a bloody mess. Okay. Drastus' death will be a setback. He was a fine steward of this steadfast. Aurora swallows, her lips pursed in anger. With the losses we've sustained in this war, I'm the next in command. I will aspire to be half the leader Drastus was. One of the soldiers found some mage blather on the Oathbreakers. Aurora holds up a rolled sheaf of parchment. I figured you, being trained in letters, could perhaps... Aurora looks down at the papers, her face blushing, and quickly thrusts the sheaf towards you. Apparently literacy is bad due to us being all ruled by an evil overlord or something. Alright, well, let's read it. Repeating this same message in different written scripts, the parchments explain the Vendrian Guard's desire to overthrow Kairos' Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at Vendrian's well. Yeah. You are quite right. I love education. Recruitment material. They were trying to bring more traders to the fight. There are likely other groups trying to flee the Dead Valley, but we can rest knowing we stopped this group. Shame it's at such high a cost. The Archons are expecting you at the disfavored war camp. When you're ready to leave, exit by the southeast gate and keep going that way through the foothills. Okay. Well, let's have a look around first. That's the blood pool. See a very old broken section of the wall. There's rope hanging down that's recently been used to scale it. We are not athletic enough to climb it, but maybe Verse is. Surely. No? Or maybe it's just links to me, or maybe she's actually not. Let's see. I see, weakness, might. Those are the oh no, she does only have 32 athletics, as a matter of fact. So I think you can level all these up. Like, they seem to be based on experience, so I guess it's just a question of what actually gives you experience.
On the lookout.
Oops. Stealth mode again.
Sorry, I can't.
Apparently not. Okay. I don't have enough subterfuge to lock pick. Oh, do I not? This was always a problem.
I got it.
Too. Isn't this the dude we
Can't do that.
just killed? Maybe he was only wounded. Have to loot that too. Is torn banner bridge scratched out? Okay, yes. Graveness never ordered a replacement, preferring the blasted icon over all others. Hey, Cosmo, you're not cowering anymore. Are you a merchant? Fatebinder, what an honor to have one of Tunan's court visit our humble holdfast. Need supplies? Bursting with energy, the merchant slams her palm down on the top of the crate. If so, you've come to the right place. So what'll it be today? She spreads out a welcoming arm over her wares. How's trade? Well, this is a service posting. No profit up here in the past. That's Harkion Bronze's orders. When we march out of the valley, I'm back on my own schedule, and here's to hoping this year's a good one. The Overlord forbids the extortion of the pathways. Good thing, too, because in years past I'd lose most of my profits to tolls. Couldn't turn a copper if I tried to haul long distance. I don't care if you've been granted proper stewardship. What do you have? Bow, greatsword, staff. I have a lesser staff of Storm's Heart, which I think is correct. That is exact. It's nothing special here, really. Just camping supplies, healing potions. I guess I can. Haven't I picked up some junk? And isn't there a? Let's see, weapon. I don't see any junk, but oh, it's all in the stash. I see. Well. There's not a convenient sell junk button, but I should probably work on this, because I spent a long time doing trade in pillars, and clearly am going to again. Ooh, 1 bronze ring. What is our currency? Bronze and copper rings? Okay. Are these in denominations of a... I mean, are these denominations of 100 at least? Like, kind of looks like it might be, but it's not obvious. Alright. What is... So I guess we captured this guy. What's the problem here? The prisoner's from the Tarkus clan, and he's not just any oathbreaker, he's one of their leaders. Aurora signals to her men by dragging her hand across her neck. No mercy for those who foment rebellion. Find a post and string him up. If his wounds don't kill him, thirst, starvation, and infection will do the rest. All must be given a chance to find absolution in service to the Scarlet Chorus. The mage points a finger at the disfavored officer. As you know full well, this has always been our way. He has a chance to be slave or soldier. Only then do we feed him to the pigs. I tire of this nonsense. You keep recruiting these Oathbreakers, then you fail to inflict order and they defect, then we have to fight them all over again. We'll not let another one of these South knobs come back to haunt us. But I insist that this Oathbreaker be taken to the voices of Narat, leaving us at an impasse. Fortunately, we have a Fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. The chanter turns to you, an expectant smile creeping across her face. So what say you? What should become of this prisoner? Ah, one chance to surrender is enough. Execute him. He broke his oath. Happily, this one will pay for Drastis and all my other brothers and sisters that perished here in Vendrian's Well. Aurora nods to a nearby warrior. You heard the Fatebinder. Kill him, but make an example of him. Find a post that's not in use and string him up. Aurora gives you a solemn nod. Until next time, Fatebinder. I know you have important business in the valley. No point in keeping you. She snaps to a salute. For the glory of Kairos. The Scarlet Course's entire method of recruitment only works if, presumably, they have a lot of magic involved in brainwashing, which it seems like they do. But these guys all broke their oath already and turned against us again, so... doesn't seem like it's all that reliable. I don't know. Okay, you don't have any more dialogue. The Stone Shield Warrior stiffens her posture as you approach, offering a curt nod and acknowledgement. Need something? Yeah, what's the situation here? The Oathbreakers hold the Citadel at the heart of the valley, the one built around the base of the spire. Aurora points east toward the tower in the distance. True. The problem is they all, pretty much all hate us, so... I'm not sure how reliable it is. The Matani River has been our largest headache during the siege. It's unsafe for armored troops to ford, safe for key locations, and the enemy knows this as well as we do. I know we'd be a lot further along if the Scarlet Corps used its alleged strength in numbers to ford the river themselves and overwhelm the enemy. Aurora looks at Verse with a disapproving air. As it is, we must take the valley slowly and advance the disfavored bulwarks, since that's where the real work gets done. Because all it takes is numbers to cross a river under a hail of arrows. If the disfavored were quicker to act, maybe the Vendrian Guard wouldn't be so trained up to face us. Well, fortunately I have some lore skills, so if either of you was fully right, the campaign would be over and I wouldn't be here. Fair point. The Legion is eager to gain some perspective on our quarrels. Consequently, I retract my previous remark. Really? Because I don't. Next time you say something, try to meet it. Okay, Verse, there was a compromise happening here, and you just fucked it up. So that's not very helpful. How long have you been with the disfavored? 7 years. She pauses to count on her fingers. 2 seasons, mayhap a handful of days. I trained at Fort Resolution a bit before the conquest. Compared to the commanders you find around camp or stationed at Ironhearth, that makes me one of the young bloods. This has been a long and grueling campaign, but the end is in sight. We'll soon have the Oathbreakers back under control, then we can rest, retrain, and even cycle out troops so we can see our families again. What do you know about the Vendrian Guard? They're the last gasp of the Younger Realms. Among them are warriors that escaped the bastard city siege, a few refugees from other victories, and a bunch of Vendrian locals with delusions of independence. I see. So these 4 realms, Azure, Apex, Stalwart, and Haven, all hate each other. Historically. But they've all been conquered now, so we'll see. They might be unified by hatred of us. These southern wastrels cannot match our iron, nor the coarse numbers. What on Taratus gave them the nerve to rise up and ask for a second helping of battle is anyone's guess. See anything interesting during the war? I once saw a forge-bound artisan set himself on fire. Occupational hazard. That was an unpleasant day. First of many, to be honest. I heard about the edict you proclaimed at the burning library, but thankfully I wasn't there. 1 fire was enough for me. Alright. She taps her gauntlet to her breastplate and salute. Have a pleasant siege, Fatebinder. Has anyone in all of history ever had a pleasant siege?
Sorry, I can't.
I don't think so. Sieges suck. We're probably losing because we're all dying of dysentery or something. Well, that looks like it sucks, buddy. Oh, it's only been like 5 minutes. You're already begging? You there? Muttering through a mouthful of congealed blood, Tarkus Deimos hangs from his stake. End this, I beg you. Yeah, but you make a better warning while you're still twitching. Unable or unwilling to muster the strength to reply, the Oathbreaker turns away, wincing in pain. Sucks for you, I guess. Okay, I guess we have a save file. Let me make a new one. These question marks mean something? Oh boy. You discovered a scroll that contains the image for a sigil of magic, so I can learn this to craft spells. Oh, I see. So if I, so that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I have the edict in my inventory too. Ascension Hall has not been taken by my forces before morning on the Day of Swords. All in the valley when this edict is passed will perish. That's pretty straightforward. Maybe. There's really more of a bombardment than anything else, let's be honest. Where's my scroll? Here it is. Okay. I'm not used to that being, okay, so put these in my inventory. Yeah. Okay, how do I, okay, I can just press the learn button. I'm so used to scrolls being just like, this is a one-time use spell or something, but no, okay. Sigil of Distant Impact. Okay. Magic in the world of Tyranny comes from learning how to perfectly scribe sigils and empower them with energy. Open the spell interface by pressing P to create a new spell with the sigil you just learned. Hold on, let me do this other one first. Do I have 35 lore? I think I do. Accent. Lesser Sigil of Reaching Grasp. Okay, so, well, do I have any cores? Oh, I do. Lightning, Atrophy, Fire. Lightning is my core ability. Channel Lightning through the Sigil of Lightning. Personal Sigil to the Archon of Storms, Governor of the Blasted Reach District in Kairos' Empire. If you are able to unlock the full potential of the Sigil as the summoned lightning is hard to control. Channeling energy through the Sigil of Atrophy robs the target of vital energy, crippling their body and mind. Atrophy was discovered centuries ago in the East by a cult of mages trying to find a path to eternal life by draining the energies of mundanes. This variation on the Sigil of the Archon of Ruin was found to have its own powers. Both grew in power before being stopped by a Fatebinder sent to judge them. Okay. So it's all actually, like, supposed to be sigil-based, apparently. Channel arcane energy through the Sigil of Fire to summon intense heat or create magical flames. First used centuries ago by the Sun Queen Archon of Fire, the Sigil unleashes devastating power in a skilled mage's hands. Okay, so if I take this, and then I toss in range, and then I guess this just for even more range, why not, right? Then I can create an electric jolt, which damages and stuns, and has a 10-meter range. Okay, that seems... Oh, and it can be... or its area of effect, too. Yeah, that's quite nice, actually. Yeah, that seems... So if I push this side... Okay, so I can have up to 4 spells currently. I don't know if that increases or not, but... Okay, that seems like something we... yeah. I think we're better off having ranged abilities. As a mage, we're kind of squishy, so... Alright, what else I got in the tutorials here? Store. Okay, I think I understand the concept of a store. Siren songs. When combat starts, Siren will begin singing one of her songs. Is this verse a siren? It doesn't... yeah, maybe. Each song is a series of stanzas that produce different effects. As one stanza ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next stanza. I think this is telling me this because of the chanter over there, actually. Stealth. Okay, scouting mode is used for stealth, finding traps and secret containers. That's the same as pillars. Consumables. Yes, I figured that one out. Critical hit. Okay, I know what that does. Disengage. Yes, that's bad. That hurt me a lot. Minimap. I know how a minimap works. Character recovery. Okay, all characters must recover after every action they take. Varies based on character, weapon, armor, attack ability, or spell. Okay, well, it's a lot of timers. Issue an action and want to cancel it, you can press X with that character selected. That's handy, actually. Okay. When the party is reduced to 0, they are knocked out. And being knocked out applies a wound which reduces their maximum health until they rest or level up. It does appear we fully regenerate health when out of combat, though, so that's handy. As long as we don't get actually knocked down. Engagement. Yes. Okay. When characters are engaged, they should, yeah, not disengage. Wow, there's a lot of these. Okay. I guess I didn't notice them before. Okay, so you use your skills, they accumulate experience, they will increase their skill rank. As skill ranks increase, characters gain experience towards the next level. Wait, how's that work? So these are my skill ranks. And I don't see anything that exactly says, oh, here. Experience for next level 300. So it's just, is it just like any experience in skill ranks also adds to my level experience? I think it must be. Okay. Move. Okay, I figured out movement. I think we're okay there. Characters. Yes, alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is the same as the pillar system. That's a big tower. And a river. Alright. Edgering ruins. Nestled within Apex's western range, serving as the gateway into Edgering's well. Kairos' forces have recently transformed it into a full garrison to ward off insurgents desperate to leave the well. Okay, the disfavored camp. Constructed shortly after routing rebels along the valley's western edge, the Archon, Graven Ash, directs all disfavored efforts from this location. 2 hours. See you later, Jofu. Okay. Slow down a moment. I know we're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies, but I need to ask you something first. Why is it just assumed that she's coming with me anyway? What's that? The voices of Narat told me that you've come as a mediator. Considering the source, well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story. So let's have it out. What's so special about you? Well, I told the disfavored, so I guess I can tell them too. I'm here to deliver an edict from Kairos. That makes a crazy kind of sense. Considering how long the siege has taxed the armies, I can understand why Kairos would send you with an edict to speed things along. Have you read it? You know what it says? I'm gonna stick with the strategy I used with the disfavored, which is if I tell them, it will scare the hell out of them and get them to actually get things done. So the Archons must claim Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all will perish. One more thing for the Archons to fight over. Well, thanks for cluing me in. If Kairos sends any lightning our way, just tell me when to duck. Voices Narat tell you anything else? Only that I could find you in Edgering ruins. Truthfully, I could have picked you out of a crowd. You're the only one of us who hasn't spent the last few months bathing in the stink of the Matani River. She laughs, but there's a forced nature to it. Why so suspicious? It's just a feeling I got. When the Archons are together, the air gets as taut as a bowstring. I can't help but think that no amount of compromise will get them seeing eye to eye. So I invite a mediator from Tunon's court. It doesn't add up. Why do you think the Archons are at odds? It's very obvious that they're at odds. Stupid question, but okay. I've been with the Scarlet Corps since the early days of the Conquest, so I can say it's been building for a few years now. There's an energy about those two, like a pair of storms moving to collide. I heard tell that Graven Ash and the Voices of Narat shared some bad blood in the Northern Empire, but I don't know any of the particulars. Well, they will fall in line. That sounds like exactly the attitude to set this campaign in the right direction. I don't know, envy you the task of getting them to cooperate, which sounds about as easy as teaching a tornado to heal. At least you sound like you know what you're doing. Alright, I gotta meet with the Archons. The war tent is just past the center of camp. She nods towards the northeast. One last thing. Be careful around these disfavored types. They take their work seriously, and most have suffered too many blows to the head. Okay. What's going on here? Stone shields. Crescent runners. Are those roles within the disfavored? Maybe they are. What's up, Sterling Hagnall? Hail, Fatebinder. The disfavored scout nods at your approach. Camp's on up ahead. Don't mind us, just clearing out the rabble. Wonder if the crescent runners are scouts and the stone shields are fighters, maybe? I still don't understand what I've done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavored lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion a proper toll, but she's going on about trading rights? What nonsense is that? I'm not allowed to trade one thing for another? It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. The Overlord regulates all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeit, buddy. A trade permit? Well, how was I mean, to whom would I speak for such a thing? Not us, and not our problem. Maybe march your butt to Bastard City and plead your case before Tunolm. But we'll lighten your burden and relieve you of your wares first. That should make the trek a bit more bearable. Well, to be fair, anything to be argued before Tunolm may be argued before me. What's there to discuss? We should kill this mongrel and... Warrior pauses, placing her hand in front of her mouth. We have gotten favored tier 1 with the disfavored. Wrath 0. I don't know what that does, to be fair. If the Fatebinder wishes to weigh in on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. The soldier clears her throat, looking at you expectantly. This is a disfavored matter, but I know the agents of the court do so love to throw their judgments around. Alright. Well, you could rob me now and have my supplies today. The merchant grabs a flask from his cart. Or you can leave me alive and have fermented honey all year long. I even know a few family recipes for painkillers and healing draughts. Certainly any army will need those. He uncorks a small ceramic vial, and the aroma of cloves and lanolin assaults your nose. What a coincidence. Your family recipe for wound paste smells just like the Scarlet Fury's own concoction. Where'd you steal that? I don't... The merchant tenses up, his face flushing red. I don't know what you're getting at. I think this guy needs a little roughing up, gents. Slow down. I'll tell you everything. Just don't hurt me. I found most everything out in the forests of the valley. I'd keep my head low when I heard sounds of combat, then I'd take a look and grab whatever wasn't claimed by the first victors. So then you stole from the disfavored dead? How else did you get your hands on that iron? The scout points to the merchant's cart. You would come here and sell us our own armaments. If anything has an owner, I'll return it. But this iron would have turned to rust if left in the mud of the battlefield. The disfavored are few in numbers, is that not right? You need a man like me to gather up supplies that would otherwise go to waste. I tell you what. Let's see here. Okay, we gotta make a judgment. I'm definitely not telling him to trade freely. Do I kill him? I probably should. However, I'm not trying to be evil just for the lulz. I think what we're going for is evil, like, logical, lawful, like, read the list of things for Overlord's not to do list. Sort of evil. So, I tell you what, the disfavored will tolerate you, but you will pay them handsomely for their charity. We will? The disfavored soldier clears her throat with a cough before repeating herself in an upbeat manner. We will. It sickens me to make exceptions for this vulture, but if you'll supply the disfavored without profit, perhaps this indiscretion is for the best. It's not like our larders are overflowing. A work slave to scrounge provisions would be an asset. Thank you for interceding on my behalf. I know my life will now depend on showing the disfavored due gratitude for suffering my presence. If I must grovel a bit to earn my daily grain, so be it. Alright, buddy, get groveling.
Right.
Okay, there's the main gate. I think we're gonna leave it at that for now. So, Hope you've all enjoyed the start of Tyranny. I think it's going to be a good time. If you have, consider leaving a like or subscribing. New episodes will be up, I intend, every other day, which does mean that City Skylines will be moving into the once-a-week Sunday slot. And thanks for watching, everybody. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.